Hey everybody, welcome back to a special edition unboxing where, well, you know what we're here for. You know how I roll. We'll talk about this, but in case you're wondering, we are in a brand new setup. We are finally in the TV studio, so things may sound a little different. May still need to tweak some things, some lighting. We got some natural sunlight right now. I'm on this sweet table Mary found for me. And anyways, today we are here to open up, yes, it's my 13th Nintendo Switch. I know, shut up. I can't help but collect these things for some reason. I have, this would be my 9th actual Switch bundle, and then of course I have 4 of the Switch Lites. So other than the Rose Switch Lite, I have, and 1 Japanese import, I have every variation of a bundle that they have made for this so far. I never did put out my Tsum Tsum unboxing, but I thought, why not, let's do this. So I had originally decided I was not gonna buy this when it came out, because again, I was like, do I really need that many Switches? And I didn't buy it. And then immediately when it came out and I saw everybody else opening theirs, I was getting really, really jealous because I was like, oh man, I wish I'd got it. But of course, then you couldn't find it. You couldn't even find a Switch or anything like that for the longest time. They're still pretty difficult to find. But I was in GameStop. Okay, I do see one problem here, and that's probably because that's just up against the table. Let me see if I can move that back and stop shaking when the table shakes. Okay. But I was in GameStop, and we were talking about the upcoming PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and doing unboxings of those. And one of the employees was like, "Oh, do you need an Animal Crossing Switch to unbox?" And I was like, "Wait, you have those?" And they had just come in. They had just come in the back. They had them in the back, I should say. And I was like, fine, I'll pull the trigger. Okay, so that's more the table shaking. So that's an issue I will get figured out in the future. But I wanted this to be the first thing I unboxed on the table. So anyways, yeah, I grabbed it because I needed those Joy-Cons. More the dock. I don't really play with Joy-Cons as much as I used to because of the studio setup. But, you know, eventually I will, especially when I get to Mario Galaxy probably. But here we go. Bum, 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 bum. If you want more in-depth unboxings of a Nintendo Switch and its functionality, you can check out any other EricButts Switch unboxing. This one's just really gonna be more about the cosmetics. We might turn it on and just kind of see. Also, there is that new weird warning, which is really difficult for somebody like me. We'll take a look specifically at everything after we pull it out, about recharging your Switches every so often. I was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate for me because I have a bunch that literally are just staying in the box. I just pull out the Joy-Cons and maybe the dock or something. The other thing, this was a $2.99 Switch. And it does not come with the game. That's fine. I'll get to the game eventually. I'm not in a hurry for the game. We got some paperwork here. We will look at everything after I take it out. I'm just showing you as it comes out what it all looks like. And yes, I do feel a little bit bad that I have all these Switches, and they're so hard to get, and there are people that really, really want them right now. That did cross my mind, but I mean, at the very least, don't 100% hate me because I'm not a flipper. I'm not a reseller. I mean, maybe in 20 years I'll resell this or something, but I'm not doing it for a value. It's more my enjoyment, so it is something, you know, I'm actually buying for myself, not just to try and turn around and make a profit off of somebody at least. So you can hate me a little less for that, hopefully. Not only do we get the sweet Joy-Cons, but we get the sweet Joy-Con grips. I have started finally, while I still can, collecting the other colors of grips, because it's fun to kind of play with the color combination. I would love to see them do like an Xbox style. We got the dog bone slip thing. An Xbox style color lab kind of thing would be really nice, where you could just order whatever Joy-Cons you want. But Nintendo isn't notorious for giving the people what they want, so I don't know about that. All right, so that's everything that's in the actual box. So let's start actually looking at some of the materials. So first we're gonna take a look at this, because some people, you know, completists, you wanna know, you wanna see all this. So maybe, also it's nice, this table's adjustable, but I can't adjust it in the middle of the video. So we're gonna leave this down, and you can pause if you're trying to read all of that. I'm gonna scroll up if you're trying to see the bottom portion. So if you are trying to read all that, hopefully you can. Again, I do need to do a few of these videos as I tweak lighting and stuff. Also, I realize I'm standing on a squeaky spot in the floor. So that's something I need to consider, but again, this is very movable. And there's all that if you're looking for it. Cool. All right, so now you've seen the warning papers. And again, I like to be complete so that, you know, it's kind of an archival thing. Now, we do have the adapter, the power adapter here with the USB-C. Nice Nintendo power brick. I have a bunch of these. These have come in handy because, again, I have docks in a lot of rooms. I can play my Nintendo pretty much anywhere I want. which is very, very nice. So I'm gonna put that back in the plastic though, because I have enough of those as is. And it is lovely that they also include a nice HDMI cable. I wanna say it's like about 3 feet. It might be a little bit less than 3 feet. And they're nice high-end cables. They have the Nintendo brand on them. That's pretty nice. I don't know if these are the newest, but they're at least newest enough for everybody who's not trying to do 8K. So it should be fine, at least for anything Nintendo Switch related for sure. That's gonna work out just right for you. Now we have the dog bone slip. I wish in these bundles though they would give you colorized ones of these. Even if this has just been white to match the Joy Cons, that would be really nice. You can see the light kind of kicking in through there. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that that's how that works. So, and we'll show how that, in a minute, because some people will care. All right, let's take a look at the actual Switch here. Oh, it does have some printing on the back. I wasn't sure if the shell had printing or not. And this should have the newer battery, the newer chip, all that stuff. And yeah, we get some fun Animal Crossing stuff back there. It's actually pretty. I do kind of like that. You got your kind of back speakers here. You got the kickstand, rubberized, which also, if I can open it, it's a little bit tight. That's what she said. And that's where your micro SD card will go. I currently rock a 400 terabyte one in one of mine, oh my God, I wish 400 terabytes, a 400 gigabyte one in one of mine. And I've got it pretty full already, even as a physical collector. But they can get up to a terabyte as of now, but the terabyte is terribly expensive. That's why I call it terabyte. Tip your waitstaff. USB in there, you got your dock prongs, slides for your Joy Cons. A little bit of fuzzy there. Power button, volume buttons, more ventilation speaker. I don't know if it's ventilation speaker or both. Headphone jack, the game card slot. That's where you pop your game cards in. And we will turn this on in a moment. All right, let's take a look at these. The Joy-Con grips. And what I really love about these, I've not seen any other Joy-Con grips, at least not in America, that do colorized straps. Like even the ones where you can get like the neon yellow, red, blue grips, the straps are just plain black. So I really do appreciate that. And kind of having these white slides. What am I calling these? I've been calling them something and now I just totally, they're not Joy-Con grips, wrist straps, I guess. These are wrist straps, and you have the nice little Nintendo logo on the slide, which you just push in and pull, for tightening around your wrists. So if you're doing something heavy, they don't go flying out of your hand. So that's nice. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Let's take a look at these pretty Joy Cons. It's kind of pastel. I like it. It's very Easter colors, and I guess these came out around Easter. So a nice light blue, nice light green, but I like that they're dual tone too. I like that it's white on the back, which actually makes me wish we had an all white Switch. I don't like the white on the PS5, but on the Switch, I think I would really like that. And if you do want to play without the Joy-Con slip straps, you can always try that, but you are gonna have better buttons if you're using the straps. And speaking of the straps, now obviously you can pair the blue with the blue and the green with the green, but I think I like doing the contrasting colors. So we're gonna swap it around because these are swappable. You'll notice the plus and the minus on each side. And the lock down here pushes up to lock, down to unlock. I'm gonna line up minus with minus or plus with plus. Just make sure it's unlocked, slide it in, click, and lock that in. And that's how you do that. Now you got boom, boom, boom. And we're gonna line up the plus and the plus. It is unlocked, or no, it's locked. Unlocked, slide that in, and lock. And yeah, I really like that. Although I said I was gonna change up these colors and I did it backwards. So you know what, we'll go ahead and undo them. So you wanna unlock. Now theoretically, they will just slide off. I do personally like pushing the release button. I don't know if I need to, but it just makes me feel better about it. And you can see. But do be careful to make sure those line up, because I have heard it can be very difficult to unline if you get them wrong to get them back off. So do keep that in mind. Okay. One last thing to look at, and then we'll turn on the Switch and just show you a couple things there and wrap this bad boy up, because Mary and I want to go shopping. Gotta go buy some house stuff. This I'm excited about. I think this is probably one of the coolest docks they've put out, because I do like some of the other docks, but they're not super colorful, and the graphics are nice, but you have to catch them in the light. This is straight up noticeable as a different dock. And I really like that. You got that Nintendo Switch logo there. The nice white about it. Again, like I said, I think I'm gonna use this one in my office. You got some USB. Those should theoretically be 3.0, but they're not blue, so they might just be 2.0. They should be 3.0. See, because this is USB, and it's got the blue. So that's 3.0. So it is 2.0 on the outside, it looks like. You got your USB-C, your HDMI, and then you can run your cables out the side. So it's nice and easy. If you're going to use one of these, you do want to get a screen protector because these can scratch up if you're kind of rough with them. So that's like the one accessory that is always frequently recommended to buy with a Switch, and I would agree with that as well. The guy told me, it's like, the one accessory you're going to need is a screen protector. I'm like, oh, no, you're good. I've got tons. And again, we just slide these in. Oh, there's that satisfying click. And there is the Animal Crossing Switch. Now, again, if you do want to pull these out from here, you do have to push in the release and pull them out, just so you know, in case you're new at this. All right, so now let's try turning it on. I should have enough of a charge to get going. They usually do. There it is. Yeah, it is. Hi, you can see me, but you know what? There's less reflection and glare up here, so that's good. Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. We'll also set up a better camera system here. Oh yeah. We'll set up a better camera system in the future. So you're gonna wanna pick your language. I'm Inglés. I'm in the Americas. You can touchscreen here. I read it. You saw me read it. Everybody saw me read it, right? No, it's because I've read it 12 other times. That's why. I don't know if I should tell you that or not, but that is our Wi-Fi. I'm very happy about that. Let's see. I'm gonna skip this though, because we don't need to see this. And let's see. I'm in the New York. Here we go, New York, Toronto, because I am East Coast. What is today? I know it's October. It's October 1st, 2020. What time is it? As of filming this, it is 4:48. Oops. 48 p.m. Okay. We're going to connect to a TV later because we go through the dock. And then I have to detach the Joy Cons. So again, push in the button, slide out. Use the left stick to select next, then press A on the right controller. So we got that going, and we got that going. Okay, you can use the console with your controllers now. Boom. Slide those back in. A user will be added to this console. Okay, we're just gonna make a quick fake profile instead of locking in my new stuff. Luigi, why Luigi? One, you know what's gonna be easier to type here, guy. Let's call him one guy. You can always delete these later. I'm not going to link my Nintendo account right now because, you know, I'm not going to necessarily use the Switch as much as the Joy-Cons in the dock. I do have online, but I'm not worried about that. I'm not going to put it in here. You got parental controls, of course. If you're worried about what your kid's going to do, you can get in there and set all kinds of stuff. Setup is complete. We hit the home button, which is what you need to always go home. If you're playing a game or whatever, you can go home with that. You got the square button, which is usually like image capture, your starts and all that, and the nice Joy-Cons, sensor and everything. And of course you can pop into system settings and you can do things like turn on your airplane mode, adjust your screen brightness, turn on the sleep. There's your parental controls, connect to your internet. Data management, so this is good for doing your save data in the cloud, which they do for most games, few exceptions. And this is where you go also to start kind of syncing data between, if you're changing over to a new Switch, you can add users, play with users. You know, if you want to create a Mii or do with your amiibo. And of course themes, which I always like. I like to get that black going. I wish they had more, but that's fine, I can live with that. Notification information, sleep mode, controllers and sensors so you can change your grip order and all that kind of stuff. TV settings, I like to leave it pretty much all at automatic, but you know, you can mess around with that however you want. And that's where you go find system updates and whatnot, and you can name this particular switch and all of that. So there you go, turn on the battery. I do like the battery on. I think that's important to have, so when you go to the main screen, it'll actually show you your battery percentage. And that's what we got started with. And there you have it. That is the Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch that I swore I wasn't gonna do because just when I was out, they pull me back in. So very happy to have it. I guess I do need to get the game at some point, but my God, I got so many games. I'm finishing up Luigi's Mansion 3 on Patreon before I start Mario 64, then Sunshine, then Galaxy. Oh, so many games, but so little time. But let me know, what do y'all think? Do you have a Switch? Which Switch do you have? Which Switch did you want? Which Switch would you like to see them make? I would like to see maybe, I guess we need a Zelda-themed one, or even a GameCube one, like GameCube controllers. I know a lot of people talk about that. That would be pretty awesome. But let me hear your thoughts. Definitely geek out in the comments below. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Other than that, you can click that thumbs up button, give me that good old thumb of encouragement if you want to. I do love to be encouraged. And of course, you can check out my Patreon, where we do all kinds of video game Let's Plays, food vlogs, movie reviews, a whole lot more. It's as little as $1 a month if you want to support my habit and help pay the bills in the house since I bought this instead. I'm kidding, it was a gift from my dad. But still, you can check out Patreon for $1 a month if you want to. No pressure, no worry. Just look up TheEricButts or use the links in the description below. Just letting you know that's an option that you can check out if you'd like. Okay, so with all that said and done, like I said, I got a lot of games to play and not a lot of time to do it, so I'm gonna get out of here, so I can go play some more stuff, open up some more stuff, and I guess now I gotta look for that rose light, so I gotta be a completist. I'll see you all later.